Badass. This is so pretty. Hey guys, today I just wanted to talk about my story and my history with pornography. And a lot of my story is wrapped up in my Christianity. I was born in a Christian household, and so it was really, everything was about, Jesus and God, and sex was just something that no one talked about. But I was just like any other boy and liked to experiment or whatever. Finally found a way to, well, we had dial-up at my parents' house until I was about 15 or so. And so I found a way. My first time like looking at porn and stuff like that was on dial-up, like on Google Photos or something, just trying to find anything that resembled like a woman's body or whatever. Like I had no idea about anything like that. And then that progressed as I finally figured out a way to stream our neighbor's Wi-Fi. I found that if I could sit on the edge of my parents' property, I could get my neighbor's Wi-Fi for free. And so I did that. And first I was doing it to download songs off LimeWire, and then it didn't take me long to figure out that, I could actually like find videos and stuff of real porn. And so that's kind of how it started to progress. And then we also got Wi-Fi at my parents' house, and and so it just progressed from there. But this whole time I was what I call to be a Christian. This whole time, that from when I started looking at porn to till now. And so there was never a time where I looked at it that I didn't regret it. And so I never had like any crazy binges or anything like that. Like immediately after I would masturbate, I would feel really guilty about it. And so I'd go for like do a week or every night, but I wouldn't do it like all day long or something like that. And so that's just how it was for me. And the whole time I did it, like part of me knew that there's something wrong about this. Like I never feel good afterwards. I never feel really satisfied. Like it was never really enough. And so I knew that something was not right about this, and I knew that I needed to stop, but I didn't really get myself the motivation or the resources to actually stop for a meaningful amount of time. Like over the years, I had different people keep me accountable, and had different leaders in my life call me out about it, and try and get me on the right path. And those things were all good, and they all taught me a lot of things, but it didn't really stop me from going back to it weekly or monthly. I never really got past 3 months of sobriety from it. And up until this past year, I had a really good friend of mine who started really speaking in my life, really taking the time to get to know me. And we would sit down every week and really talk about what's going on in our lives, what's going on with your addiction. And so we just walked through it together. And so it was really good to have someone like him who would, whether or not I would bring it up, he would ask me, hey, how are you doing? Did you blow it or whatever? And so that was super great to have someone keep me accountable. And it was also really great to have someone to just talk about it with openly and to expose it. And so the more I started talking to him about this, the more I started realizing that exposing this, not hiding it from everybody, is could be really great. And so that's part of the reason why I'm making this vlog, because I want to just get it out there. I want to talk about it. I want to talk through it to myself, talk through it so I can hear it and I can process it, and I can take steps to continue to leave this behind me. And yeah, that's pretty much my story. It's nothing special, nothing crazy. But it's been since I was 12 years old or something like that. So, and I'm 24 now, so at least 12 years that I've had this addiction. So, man, it's not, even though I've never, like lost my job or whatever, or my spouse because of it, it's still been a major, one of the hardest things that I've had to deal with in my life. And, but I want these videos to give you guys hope. And so keep watching. You can leave this behind you. I believe in you. All right. Check out this view. I'm up on Sonora Pass right now. Woohoo! It is unreal. So beautiful. Cheers.